Greetings, 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 and salutations, one and all. Welcome, 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 welcome to the night shift. It's another brand spanking new Healthy Love Night. Happy Hump Day to you. You got to love Wednesdays, boy. One way or another, you got to love Wednesdays. I say big ups to all those who are tuning right now. Those who are on TuneIn Radio, the night shift to DJ Kevin Stew, rockthebox.net, and all the affiliate stations that carry the show on TuneIn. Big ups, big ups, big ups to you. Thank you very much. Good evening, good morning, good day. Hello, wherever you are in the world. Those tuning on PEMGTV.com, big ups to you. And of course, right here, kevinstew.com, home of the night shift. We welcome you. That is where you find the... And I haven't done it yet. Don't kill me. I haven't done it yet. That's where you find the stew pot. And that is our chat room, the stew pot. But I'm wondering about that still, you know, because I plan to do a segment on the site, on the kevinstew.com site, where we talk about, or we share our stories, and I guess you could call it the stew, because this is where we're going to share the stories of our experiences. This is where you put people on blast and you big up people. And so you, the listeners, get an opportunity, will have an opportunity to share your stories. All you need to do is just submit them, and boom, we'll put them up. Or, no, you can post your own stories to the site. How about that? Let me know how you feel about it. 773-789-STEW, 773-789-7839. That's the number to get you in touch. Link me. We can talk about it. You can text me, you can call me. Or you can hit me up. kevinstew.com. Well, djkevinstew@gmail.com is the email that you can use. Just drop me a line. All my contact, all my social media information is right there. kevinstew.com. It's at the top of the page. You can't miss it. Yeah? Alright. Let's do this. Kicking it off with some Destra. I want to say thanks to Pulse Media Group for sponsoring this initial segment of the show. The track is called Family. You're my soca family. You're my night shift family. So if you saw the post today, you'd already know what we're talking about for the show tonight. But if not, and you're just tuning in, we're talking about affirmations and why they're important to children. And you might wonder, hey, why is the focus on children? Adults need affirmations too. Yeah, adults do need affirmations too. But what do children grow up to be? And now you get it. Invite you to call a friend, tell a friend. It's a night shift to DJ Kevin Stew. We're talking about why affirmations are important for children, and I want you to bring some friends on in. Let's have a chat. 773-789-STEW gets you in touch. Let's share. I wondered how many people know somebody who was told as a child, you're not gonna amount to anything much, if anything at all. Where are those people now? Were you one of those people? You know, I had posted this in one of the groups that I'm involved with on social media, and somebody responded to it and said, I was that person. I was like, you're one of those that took that negative and used it as energy, positive energy, and grew from it. And I'm actually hoping that she gets the opportunity to call in and share her story and how she used it to benefit her, how she used it as positive energy, as fuel, to prove those people wrong. She said she was told that she would be pregnant at 16, had her first child at age 26. Told she would fail and return home when she left at age 18. The only home she returns to is her own, where she pushes her own key. It says the accomplishments are too numerous to mention. But I hope she really gets to call in and share with us tonight. Because she says, I think those negative words added fuel to my fire. But it's not always the case that works. As important as it is for parents to encourage, to love and support their children, it is just as important that children learn to create this within themselves. It is very empowering for a child to create positive beliefs in themselves so that it's much harder for people to tear them down. It's kind of like the difference between being motivated and inspired. Because remember last week we were talking about this? And motivation is when you do something with a reward in place. So you're actually going to be rewarded for doing what you're doing. Versus being motivated where accomplishing the task is its own reward. So it's something like that. When you create within a child the belief that they have in themselves that they can accomplish something, that they are better than something. So external forces then can't come in and tear that down. Our children are learning behaviors and wiring their brain. And this is why affirmations are effective and so very effective with youngsters. Positive self-belief developed in childhood will stay with children throughout their life. Good evening, guest 106. Welcome to the show. We all develop our belief systems about ourselves and the world around us, and that is developed from our environment. Our family, our friends, role models, TV, magazines, advertising, these can all either be nurturing or damaging. It is important that we learn to take control of our belief systems, and the younger we are when we learn, the easier it is to do that. It can be as simple as affirming the positive beliefs that we would like to grow up with. Negative beliefs can impact our lives greatly and can be hard to shift as we grow older. But like I mentioned earlier, with that story of being told negative things and using it for positive, and I don't think that could really happen without there being a strong positive influence to begin with. Affirmations are a powerful and holistic way of building a positive mind and happier children, nurturing their authentic self and helping them to enjoy the magic of childhood. Simply put, an affirmation is to affirm one's self. Positive words that are absorbed by the mind to create your belief system. Once affirmations are learned, they work by coming to mind when that belief is challenged. If your affirmation is, I am wonderful just the way I am, and you're told that you're stupid, well, the affirmation will come to mind to remind you of your belief. You're wonderful just the way you are. So instead of thinking that you are stupid, you'll start to think, no, I'm not stupid. I'm wonderful. Tutorful even. One, such a lonely number. Without a positive belief, you may take on the words you just heard as your own. You'll start to believe the negative that has been introduced into your realm. And that's not what you want. The more an affirmation is repeated, whether it is positive or negative, the stronger it becomes. So you want to have the positive affirmations. Welcome, guest 950. Welcome to the show. So, if we feel we are worthless, we will behave like we are worthless. If we believe that we are special and loved, then that is how we'll behave. We'll behave like we are special and we are loved. And this is why affirmations are so important to help children develop positive foundations on which they would grow. Once we have matured, then it becomes hard to change those foundations. So the negative affirmations that they've been given, they could grow with those if that is all that they experience. And that is what their belief system will be based on. And you can't really shake that easily. So it works both ways. Hey, hashtag happy anniversary to you. Happy anniversary. You have on your wall, if you believe in yourself, anything is possible. And that's something good to have. Whether you have it as a post-it note or a decal or you drew it on the wall yourself. That is something good to have. Positive affirmations. How can you go wrong with that? Affirmations also provide us with the opportunity to learn to look at ourselves in the mirror. This is the most effective way to say an affirmation, and learning to do this as a child makes it easier to do as an adult. And many of us find it quite confronting to look at ourselves, let alone to look ourselves in the eyes and just say, you know what? I love you. You look at that person in the mirror. In fact, find a reflective surface right now, whether it be a phone or a mirror, something that you can clearly see your eyes. And look into those eyes and say, I love you. Let that be your first affirmation as of right now. Just in case you've done other affirmations today before. This one, as of this moment, will be your first affirmation since hearing my voice. Look in the mirror and say, I love you. You're very welcome, happy. I will always be a contributor to your happy in any which way I can, any shape or form. As long as I can contribute positively, I will do so. Sometimes my negative contributions, though, are really positive contributions in disguise. Let me just go ahead and toss that disclaimer in there. Because, not all interactions are positive and will remain positive. Sometimes you'll have some interactions that just you'd prefer not to have or remember. But they happen nonetheless. They're positives in disguise. Okay? Just remember that. That's another affirmation for you. 773-789-STU gets you in touch. 773-789-7839. For those of you who are only connected by way of social media like Facebook, you can hit me up on Messenger. We can talk that way too. But I'd love for you guys to share of your experiences tonight in the show, as you can do every other night. The line is always open, always willing to have you. I want to say big ups to Marlon Borrell. Before I forget, normally I begin up at the beginning of the show. Once again, well done, sir. Marlon hosts Real Rockers on a Monday and Wednesday. It comes up just before my show from 7 to 10, and he holds it down. And there are times when I get so caught up in his show that I forget that I have a show to start. And I just might miss a thing or two and have to quickly fill in and fix up. But unless I tell you, hopefully you don't notice. So, why do we need to be kind to ourselves? You ever hear somebody tell you, you got to be good to yourself before you can be good to others? But why? Yeah, Marlon did have a great show tonight. Yes, next time we disagree, remember it's a positive. For those of you wondering what I'm talking about or who I'm talking to, you can go to kevinstew.com and jump on in the chat. Yeah, people in there. Alright, so on the list, you can either compile a list if you want, or just look at things that are beneficial when it comes to affirmations. They teach us to, affirmations that is, teach us to positive self-talk. Is that different from talking to yourself? Just a little bit. Not very, just a little bit. So we all have a touch of what to be considered crazy in us. Because if if you're gonna talk to yourself, you can't necessarily all be there. But positive self-talk, that is to speak to ourselves with kindness. As we grow, we can develop a habit of criticizing ourselves, harming our own self-confidence and lowering our resilience. That's negative criticism. For children to learn positive self-talk from a young age, it helps prevent self-criticism, self-negative criticism, as a strong and positive belief system would have already been in place from within. You own your crazy. You talk to yourself quite often and you answer to. You know what? That's good. Now we know where we stand with you. As bullying is such a huge issue that many children face at some point in time in their life, self-confidence is a very thing that will help them to deal with these situations. Keeping a positive mind is essential. This can be really difficult when children are dealing with bullying behavior. By developing positive mental pathways, children are more resilient and self-assured, coping much better than if they had low self-esteem. Many children who bully lack confidence. So they feel the need to belittle others to make themselves feel better and more in control. Children with a positive self-image feel less inclined to bully others. Uniting a class with a quick 2-minute affirmation at the start of a school day could make the world of a difference to troubled children. So teachers and those who have the opportunity, let's say that, those who have the opportunity to share with children at the beginning of a day, some positive words would go a long way with helping that child. I remember when I was, I would say about 7, 8, thereabouts, I was bullied. And I remember it happening again when I was about 10, 11. Both were short-lived. Only one resulted in a fight. But both were short-lived. And although I didn't recognize the person that I am now, of course, I didn't see that in me as a child. Some other people saw it. I didn't see it. But there was just something from positive energy that was always around me, and positive words that came my way as a child that helped me to get through that bullying situation. Creating an inner confidence as children can shape our whole life. Every aspect of our life is affected by our self-confidence. Every aspect. It affects every aspect of our life, our ability to learn and participate at school, socially, creatively, our relationships, achieving our goals and dreams, and most importantly, our standards. With little self-confidence, we often lower our standards or settle for what we believe is achievable. You don't want to be settling. Just a few positive words spoken to ourselves each day can amazingly make such a difference to our whole body. Our mind, our heart, and physically will be positively influenced. there's a lot of research on how the heart and mind are wired to communicate and how a happy and positive mind can improve overall health. On Happy's Happy today, her anniversary happy, she mentioned some of the trials she went through doing the 100 days of happy. And by extension, going through this year since she had started doing the 100 days of happy. And she mentions a lot of things that you couldn't blame her for being down going through these things. And she pushed through. This is a prime example. Happy, you know what? If you could share with us tonight, 773-789-STEW, that would be greatly appreciated. How positive words can affect your whole being. You want to make today, if you haven't started yet, make today the day that you try affirmations with your children and yourself, helping them to shine with confidence as the unique individuals that they are. Go ahead, put in that 2 minutes, because all it takes is 2 minutes to get started. Put it in and let's see how they change. Let's see that difference. Let's see how that confidence grows. Even if you started already, add to it. Don't drop off. We're going to take a quick little break. We're going to be right back. Let me see if I can influence hashtag happy to share how positive speaking can affect the whole being and how it has affected her and those around her, even as adults. We'll be right back.
Pulsey Media Group, innovative streaming and recording, has done it again. A new way to get your business in full view of your neighborhood consumer through AdShare TV. It's available in your neighborhood today. It's easy. Just call us 754-999-6020. Become a host today and place a TV monitor in a strategic location so it's easy to see. Get a 1-minute video ad or longer that plays anywhere in our network. Can't be a host? No problem. For a few dollars, we'll run your 30-second video ad. A host can run announcement specials like buy one get one free or discount ads. Let's turn your flyers into a 30-second video with music or a voiceover, or let us create and run your video ad with a spokesperson. Take advantage of our early enrollment discount. Join us today. Your ad will be seen at least 30 times per day in your AdShare TV neighborhood. It's easy. Just call us 754-999-6020. AdShare TV, part of Pulsey Media Group.
Are you crazy about the music industry? You aspire to hit it big in music? Or maybe you've sweated out a soulful killer beat and are now stuck finding it's not as easy as it looked. Oh, but it can be easy for you with JTMC. We've been there. We know how it feels. So we solve challenges like production, promotion, marketing, branding and development, and more. With over 30 years of experience, JTMC is a one-stop shop for artists. We handle your graphic design, writing services, PR, as well as event planning, e-blasts, artist management, and bookings, so also your website and social media needs as well. We're experts in using creativity to persuade audiences on behalf of artists, drawing on our diverse experience to create projects that connect with audiences intellectually and emotionally. Artist success is everything to us, and our years of experience and commitment will be behind you for every one of your needs. If you've got music for the world to hear, whether you're a new or established artist, visit us at jtmcenterprise.com.
We're off to an early start for a long hot summer, but beat the heat with a dash of lemongrass refresher. This cool thirst quencher is a low sugar beverage made from the fevergrass plant, which has antioxidants, several wellness properties, and is a great lifestyle drink for all ages. Ah, that hits the spot. It's a new great taste. Have one today. Dash Lemongrass Refresher, distributed by Carib Atlantic Distributors. Call 954-614-0919. That's 954-614-0919. Life's a dash. Live
In
well.
almost every school bus and classroom. You see me around the neighborhood and you tell me that I'm a pretty good kid. Well, I'm one out of every 5 children in America, and I'm struggling with hunger.
Please visit feedingamerica.org today and find your local food bank for ways to help.
Every dollar you donate helps provide 8 meals for kids like me. We are Feeding America, brought to you by Feeding America and the Ad Council.
Matthew 28:19 says, "Go ye therefore and teach all nations." With this in mind, and encouragement received during a South Florida media conference, The Church Links was birthed. The Church Links is an interdenominational worship service portal for churches, providing the tools to spread the word through technology in a cost-effective way. The Church Links, www.dahchurchlinx.com. Your links to worship and praise.
Hi, this is Cara Manti, and you're listening to DJ Kevin Stew, and this is The Night Shift.
If you blame life, you blame who give it. So don't blame life, blame the way how you live it. Father God never sleep him wake, him no make mistake. So blame it on the friends that in your surrounding we fake. You blame life, you blame who give it. So don't blame life, blame the way how you live it. Father God never sleep him wake, him no make mistake. So blame it on your friends that in your surrounding we fake. Who know best the best, cause we surpass best. Enough for them that trying to be perfect like a job letter. Believe in a God and keep me warm like a sweater. When the heat and traffic swallow me up like a alligator. Even though them not no locks, them dread. And if you want to know your friend, pretend like you dead. And see how much thing them with a serve over your head. Cause them all want eat your flesh up like it is a loaf of bread. Never let them get you down in this game, stay ahead. Cause I'm always spreading rumor like they think it is a bed. When them say what's a peace, because some are the least. If we fight fire with fire, then everyone not go dead. Hey, if you blame life, you blame who give it. So don't blame life, blame the way how you live it. Father God never sleep him wake, him no make mistake. So blame it on the friends that in your surrounding we fake. You blame life, you blame who give it. So don't blame life, blame the way how you live it. Father God never sleep him wake, him no make mistake. So blame it on your friends that in your surrounding we fake. Everybody have a chance to be what them want to. No blame it on me because your past a haunt you. Me poor but me happy. You rich and I'm no fun. You never realize my music have more power than your gun now. Everybody have a testimony. All them worry about this money. Them still not set no goal. Oh, them so cold. So them want to have them on payroll. If you blame life, you blame who give it. Don't blame life, blame the way how you live it. Father God never sleep him wake, him no make mistake. So blame it on the friends that in your surrounding with faith. Blame life, you blame who give it. So don't blame life, blame the way how you live it. Father God never sleep him wake, him no make mistake. So blame it on the friends that in your surrounding with faith.
Want to welcome you back to the show. It's a night shift to DJ Kevin Stew for those who are just tuning in.
If you blame life, you blame who give it. So don't blame life, blame the way how you live it.
There's a thing we call Real Talk Wednesday.
Make mistake, so blame it.
Want to thank GMAC Music Solution for sponsoring this segment of the show.
You blame who give it. So don't blame life, blame the way
providing light, sound, audio, engineering, equipment, and engineers. Basically bringing your live event to life. Give them a call and tell them I sent you, DJ Kevin Stew. 754-307-GMAC. 754-307-4622 is the number to get in touch.
So blame it on the friends and in your surrounding we fake. You blame life, you blame who give it. So don't blame life, blame the way up.
I really want to encourage everybody who knows of a story where somebody was told negative affirmations that has either turned it around into something positive, or you know them today as being affected negatively by those negative affirmations. I want to hear all the stories. I want to get all of that tonight, because it helps to make a complete show. Not to say that without it the show is not complete, but it just adds a little bit of something extra. Hashtag Happy said she'll call in a little while. Let's wait for that to happen. I am so eager to hear from her. I know the stories, and I know quite a bit of the stories. I keep in touch with hashtag Happy, and it's an inspiration to even me. Hearing these stories, some of them she does share on her post, and some of them she doesn't. And I'm honored to say that I have heard some of these stories. So I'm ready whenever she is, just putting it out there. I know you're listening, so anytime you're ready, I am ready. Just to remind you what we're talking about tonight, it's affirmations and how they're important to children. And more specifically, the positive affirmations. Because you talk about molding a life. They say life and death is in the power of the tongue. And to say life and death is in the power of the tongue, it works on several levels. It works on the level that kids, time for you to go to bed. And it works on the level of kids, time for you to sit here and listen. So, life and death in the power of the tongue. Good evening, hashtag Happy.
Good evening, DJ Kevin Stew.
How are you? And don't tell me happy.
I'm absolutely wonderful.
Not tutorful, just wonderful?
Okay, I can be tutorful.
Okay.
I can even be tweeterful today.
You know, you got too far. You're just showing off.
Hey, you got it flaunted.
But it's okay. Under the circumstances, you get to do that. You can do that. As it relates
I can do that today.
Yeah.
Because it's my anniversary.
That's right. And I heard you mention it. I was like, what anniversary are you celebrating? The 100 days of happy, since you started doing your happy posts. And as I was going through this initial segment of the show and going through this information, it hit me. A lot of what you were doing was positive affirmations. That finding something out of 5 minutes, in 5 minutes, just find something that made you happy. Take 5 minutes. That's all it required at a minimum. But it was doing just that. It was affirming. Tell me this. When you were growing up, and I know you didn't really intend to come on and get questioned or anything like that. I did ask you to come on and share about how positive words have affected you health-wise, physically and emotionally. But growing up, were you constantly positively affirmed?
I cannot say that I was, but I was not negatively affirmed.
Right.
I didn't receive negative feedback. I was encouraged. I guess you could say, yes, I was positively affirmed. I was encouraged by my parents to be active in things.
Right.
Yeah, I guess you can say I was positively affirmed. I was never told I will grow up to be nothing. I was never told as a child that I'll become nothing. You know, I have no future.
Mm-hmm.
I was never told that. My parents encouraged me to find my future, and even though I have a very sordid past, you know, I wasn't that good little girl. You know, that wasn't me. That's not my testimony. I did a lot of negative things, but my parents didn't give up on me.
Right.
So I guess, you know, in that, yes, I was positively affirmed. You know, in hindsight, yes, I was positively affirmed as a child. They didn't, just by them holding on to me regardless of how awful I was. You know, that's positive affirmation, I would say.
Now, when you became a parent, did you start with your kids at a young age doing some of the things that you experienced, or did you tweak it a little bit and spoke more positively into their lives?
I tried to speak more positively into their lives, just to actually say you're beautiful, you're smart, you're handsome, you can do whatever you want to do. And I wanted them to believe that. You know, I really wanted my children to believe that. They're grown now, and so I guess I'll have to follow up and see if they actually did believe it. You know? Right. I know my daughter believes she's beautiful. That I do know. And I know my son believes he's smart. So, so I don't know if that was my impact on them, or just the fact that they have come to realize that they have become those things because of affirmation. That they become, you know, and it's as beautiful as inside and out. It's not just a pretty face. Smart is an all-encompassing thing.
Right.
And so I try to encourage my children to be just that. And for, you know, that don't just be beautiful, be smart and beautiful. And so they are able to be those things. So I hope that I did well in that one. You know? I think I did okay. Especially as a single mom, I think I did okay.
If you may say so yourself. Now,
if I may say so myself, sure.
As it relates to the moment you started speaking positive words, when you took on a challenge to find that one thing to make you happy every day, and to take 5 minutes out of your day and to say that, to share that with basically the world, however large or small at the time, to share that. How did that impact you when you started doing it and beyond compared to prior to doing it?
It changed my life. It absolutely changed my life. Prior to doing that, I was unhappy in life. I was just kind of in a general state of unhappiness. Miserable is another way to phrase that. You know, okay. I go with that and I'll phrase that. It's just, you know, I was miserable there sometimes. You know, on a general feel, I wasn't happy. And in finding out that you can spend a few minutes of a day to focus on being happy, and you will be happy if you choose to be happy, because that was the thing I didn't realize. I didn't realize that happiness was a choice. It was, I saw it as a side effect. It's something that, develops because of somebody's input into my life.
Right.
As opposed to finding that thing within myself. And so instead of waiting for someone to make me happy, or as they say, putting the key to my happiness in somebody else's pocket, I've learned to hold on to it for myself. And so I took those 5 minutes and found something to make me happy. And as a result of that, it made me happy. It was something that, okay, I like this feeling. I want to do this again. And so, when you start doing that, you actually encourage yourself to do it again, because you like the feel good thing. We all like that feel good, and it triggers that same serotonin moment, whatever that is that causes us to be happy, the hormone that causes us to be happy.
Right.
And with dopamine, I think it is. Mm-hmm. It triggers the dopamine in us. That 5 minutes, and so you want more of that. That's an addictive feeling. And so you go another day, and you take those 5 minutes, and you find you're happy, and you go another day.
Right.
You're encouraged to do it again and to keep doing that, and just go another day with it. And so as a result, life in general changed from being generally unhappy to being generally happy. And because I'm happy and happiness is contagious, it made those around me a little happier too. I'm glad to be able to say that it's had an impact on those around me.
Yeah.
And to the point where I can fuss that if I don't do it.
Yeah, people getting on your case. What happened? We're looking for your happy today and we didn't get it. I know I have sent you such a message before on a number of occasions.
Yes. And I would love to say that you were the only one, but you weren't.
I'm about to say, and I'm pretty sure I'm not the only one.
You're not the only one.
But it's okay. I'll take it. As in my mind, I am the one to send you that message. It doesn't really matter what anybody else says.
Okay. Whatever makes you happy.
There you go. So, would you say, you said it changed, it completely changed your life and you became happier as a result. You think it affected you health-wise in any way? Because you spoke of an emotional betterment. Do you think that translated to a physical betterment in any way?
Yes, absolutely. Mainly because stress is hard on your body. Mm-hmm. And the body does respond in various ways to stressors. And so when you start eliminating stress by choosing happiness over, your stressful moments kind of decrease. And so as a result, you're decreasing the stress in your body. I used to have a lot of different things that happened with me as a result of stress. Mm-hmm. Rashes and things like that. That I would have, that I would break out in because I was stressed. Not necessarily hives, just rashes. So, or I was sick. Colds came more easily. My immune system was down, was compromised in some way. But that's all a result of stress. But because I don't respond to stress the same way, because I'm deciding to be happy, and that spills over into my entire life, not just those 5 minutes. Because those 5 minutes that you can take, I tend to take more than 5 minutes. Mm-hmm. That's the minimum that's suggested.
Right.
But those few moments spill over into the rest of your life. And so you kind of learn how to handle things a little bit better because you have the option of escaping everybody else and finding you're happy. Mm-hmm. You can do that at any given time. There's no one way of doing it.
Right.
And so if you start to feel stressed, okay, this is my moment. I'm just going to take a minute and breathe and find my happy. And then I can deal with things better. After that time, I can cope with things better. Mm-hmm. And so because of that, the stress I have minimized the stress in my life. And by minimizing the stress, I minimize the strain on my body.
See.
I don't respond to stress the same way. So I'm healthier.
And this is what I'm saying. Not because I was presenting this kind of information to say, yes, this is what happens. Here it is. You're hearing it for yourself. That it actually does work. So in the same way, these affirmations that we give to children as children constantly, if they're growing up with it, it took you out of the 100 days that you actually did the 100 days of happy. At what point did it almost seem natural to get into or to take that time out to go and find your happy? How long in did you were you able to recognize it at any point, or looking back, would you be able to pinpoint a day number, round about day 30 after the first month, whatever?
That's the first week.
The first week.
Because it's a good feeling. Remember, what you're doing is you're finding something that's going to make you feel good.
Mm-hmm.
And so, again, it's triggering that dopamine effect. You're finding, when you find that moment that makes you feel good, it becomes kind of addictive. And personally, I have an addictive personality. That's part of me. Mm-hmm. I tend to be drawn to things. And if I like it, I'll keep doing it.
Right.
And so because I felt good being happy, I wanted to do it more often. When you go from being unhappy to being happy and choosing to be happy, you want to stay that way. You don't want to go back, which is why I can say I'm celebrating a year now of
mm-hmm.
being happy.
Right.
Because you don't want to go back to that. I mean, why would you want to? Now, that may not make anybody believe that there were days that I did not find my happy. There were days I did not find my happy.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
There were days where that was very difficult for me to find it. And some days I just didn't find it at all. Just because I couldn't wrap my head around it, because I've been through a lot in the last year. But because I was choosing to be happy, it was not as difficult as it would have been if I had not been doing the 100 happy days.
Right.
And so I did have moments of despair. That's part of life.
Mm-hmm.
That is absolutely part of life, and you get some parts that you cannot get away from. And some days you just won't find it. But I looked. I looked, and I just couldn't focus on it that day. I was just going through enough that at that moment I couldn't focus on it. But it didn't stop me from trying to get it. I may not have achieved it, but maybe I have achieved something a little bit closer to it, but wasn't exactly happy for me. But it was more calm, because again, when I reached happy in that term, I mean an outward smile on your face.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
Not just something that you're feeling better on the inside, referring to an outward smile. And so, if when you reach that point of smiling, where people can see that you're happy,
right,
and it's a genuine, natural smile, that's what I'm reaching for when I find my happy. But sometimes I don't get to that point, but I get to feeling a little bit better on it, maybe smiling on the inside.
Now,
maybe that's just how I can reach my face.
Can you imagine this? You and everybody else listening, this question goes out to you. Imagine teaching a child to do this round about the time they're learning to write their names, or at the time that you're teaching them to say the alphabet. Imagine teaching them that they are beautiful. Not to say that you're encouraging them to be vain.
Right.
But you're teaching them to speak positively about themselves. Versus as adults, learning how to speak positively about yourself. Can you imagine the type of people we'd have? No.
I think they had some of the most confident. The self-esteem would be through the roof. And we'd have a bunch of confident people willing to go out there and change the world.
No, of course, there are those who, because we're wired that way, there are those that would end up being the overly confident or cocky, self-absorbed. And that's fine too. But if it's done the right way, I'm thinking that, as you said, yeah, we would have game changers everywhere. And that is the focus of tonight's show. Trying to get to the point where, as adults, our child biologically or not, if it's a child that we interact with at any point in time, recognizing that, yes, this is one of our children, and it is our responsibility to speak positivity and good life into that child, then we'd be able to change the world. I want to thank you for taking the time out to share with us on your happy anniversary.
Thank you for having me and allowing me to share.
It's
And I encourage everyone to take a few minutes of every day, a minimum of 5, to find your happy. To find that one thing that's going to make you smile out loud, that's a smile on your face, to bring some joy to your heart and a smile to your lips.
I'd like for you to know that I'm smiling right now, just so that you know.
I can see you.
Oh, right. I am on TV. Thank you very much. Ooh, I just lost this song. No worries. Okay, cool. Thank you very much. We're going to take a quick little break. I can't believe it. This segment just disappeared. Thanks to GMAC Music Solutions for sponsoring this segment of the show. Happy. I hope you stick around some more for the remainder of the show until we get into the musical therapy, because, you know, it is the end of the night shift week. There's no telling what kind of therapy you're going to get.
I look forward to it.
All right, thanks. Take care. We'll talk a little bit later, all right?
All right.
Okay. We're going to take a quick little break. When we come back, we talk some more. And we're going to look at ways to introduce our children to affirmations. And then we're going to get into our musical therapy after that. Call a friend, tell a friend. It's a night shift with DJ Kevin Stew. Real Talk Wednesdays. Talking about affirmations and how they affect our children. We'll be right back.
The award-winning Palace Peace and Love Academic Scholarship is appealing for your support to help educate one student at a time in Jamaica and the Caribbean.
Palace awarded 492 scholarships and several computers to university and high school students in Jamaica and the Caribbean over the past 7 years, valued at approximately 33 million Jamaican dollars, $250,000 US.
Importantly, our university graduates to date include 15 medical doctors, 10 lawyers, 6 engineers, and 15 fine arts students. Our goal is to award at least 105 scholarships in 2018.
Please partner with us to make this a reality for those well-deserving, hard-working students by making a tax-deductible donation online at www.palace1.org
or send a check to Palace, P.O. Box 5461, Alpharetta, Georgia 30023 USA, or telephone 770-744-2154.
Palace, preserving young minds for posterity.
Hey, Dad, how do you throw a curveball? How do you build a fort? How do refrigerators run? How do fish learn how to swim?
Kids ask a lot of questions.
How high can you jump?
But you don't have to know every answer.
How many phone numbers are there?
Because you don't have to be perfect to be a perfect parent.
How do cell phones work?
There are thousands of children in foster care who don't need every question answered.
What's electricity?
They just need you.
What's the moon made of?
For more information on how you can adopt, go to adoptuskids.org. A public service announcement from the U.S. Department of Health and Human Services, Adopt U.S. Kids, and the Ad Council.
JTMC Music presents the highly anticipated, much talked about, The Juggling Rhythm Volume 1. This classic rhythm takes on a new life with tracks from both established artists and introduces some incredible new voices. Get your dancing shoes ready with The Juggling Rhythm, featuring international reggae dancehall artist Mr. Vegas, alongside Ian Sweetness, Ed Robinson, Jack Radix, Hezron, Dangling, Joanna Marie featuring Galaxy P, Denny Ranks featuring Jawiz, Ambalik, Christine Alicia, Yishka. Also the new sensations on the rhythm: Zeal, Danger Lee, Marquis Skelenar, Zachary. Available on all digital media outlets. The Juggling Rhythm. Get it, get it, get it.
When being in the moment is priceless, consider the ability to share that moment. If you can video it, you can broadcast it. And Pulse E-Media Group has the tools you need. Weddings, birthdays, funerals, graduations, church services, parties, seminars, you name it. Pulse E-Media Group can provide you with a secure medium controlled by you to broadcast your event. Contact us at www.pulsemediagroup.com for more information. Pulse E-Media Group, when being in the moment is priceless.
Hey, I'm representing for DJ Kevin Stew, working on the night shift. The night shift radio show won't go changing like the weather just to please the devil never. Will DJ Kevin Stew sell his soul? That's a word and honor. It's Christine representing word and honor. Selassie DJ Kevin Stew. I'm a god. Stalker. I love my life. 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 None of we don't know when tomorrow might bring, cause the future the hours away. So me I live my life today. Me I live my life today. Yeah. So love me make me talk what I want to talk. Me have enough to say. So me go live my life today. Me go live my life today. So everybody else sing it out. Oh, oh, I love my life. Oh, oh, I love my life. Oh, oh, I love my life. So me I live my life today. Oh, oh, I love my life. Oh, oh, I love my life. Oh, oh, I love my life. So me I live my life today. Make a change, don't make nobody stress you. Don't make no blood pressure, make your life left you. Never you hurt a soul unless you have to defend yourself if them try to test you. Thank God for my life, yes. Me wake up this morning and alive, yes. Make them go and judge, nobody no perfect. And Father God alone bring brightness. If you don't like come and say, go find the Lord. Me now no time for the work, a time so hard. Them now mad me now gonna psycho ward. Or go join them or enjoy my life for y'all. Few friends from me up were dear to me. Me not trust people so me choose them carefully. Them are not clean so them can't come near to me, can't compare to me. None of we don't know where tomorrow might bring, cause the future the hours away. So me I live my life today. Me I live my life today. Yeah. So love me make me talk what I want to talk. Me have enough to say. So me go live my life today. Me go live my life today. So everybody else sing it out. Oh, oh, I love my life. Oh, oh, I love my life.
Talk about words of affirmation. I love my life.
Son
of DeMarco.
My life. So me I live my life today.
Never make nobody get the best of you. Look for the person at the mirror on the dresser too. Tell yourself say you're not gonna make them pressure you. And live life to the fullest that you better do. Just believe me know life not easy. Enough we never born with gold spoon to feed with. No be greedy, set a pace in a life and achieve it. Listen to me keenly. Love me L-I-F-E until it left me. Me a go and keep a pray and a pray to Father God say old age catch me. Me a beg your Father bless me. Guide and protect.
I want to thank JTMC Enterprises for sponsoring this segment of the show.
None we don't know where tomorrow might bring out the future.
If you're just tuning in, welcome, welcome, welcome.
I live my life today. Me I live my life.
We're talking about affirmations and why they're important for children.
My life today. I'll never live my life today. So everybody else sing it out. I love my life.
I so love my life.
I love my life. I love my life.
Do you love yours?
I live my life today. I love my life.
So it's a good idea to talk to children about using affirmations so they understand what they are for and how they work. Keep it fun. Keep it encouraging. Affirmations teach you new and positive ways of thinking. They can help you believe in yourself, feel happy, and help you feel better when you're angry or you're sad. And you realize it works with adults as well as children, right? Although we're focusing on children, based on the conversation we just had, you can tell it works on adults and works very well. So try them and see how it works, feel how it works. Affirmations encourage kind and happy ways of thinking. You'll remember them at the times when you need them the most. Another way to introduce affirmations to your children is to place affirmation cards around the house in areas that they will just see them as they're passing by. Just reading the words will help them affirm positive beliefs. On the mirror in the bathroom, that's a good spot to put up some words of affirmation. At the dining table or the breakfast table. In the hallway, on their bedroom door. Good places to put them. Or you can put decals on your walls in your house. Ever thought of that? Positive words, affirmations. It will also help if you were led, if you were to lead by example, and read the affirmations as well. You may like to do your affirmations together. That's cool. In fact, it's encouraged. You may find that it allows you the chance to discuss emotions or issues that they may be experiencing, opening doors for conversation. Working together on your affirmations may just be the key to have you smiling together and shining together. Walking out in confidence, them going to school, you going to work, and everybody just on a high. A positive high. So I just got a message. And, yes, I say you can call and you can text. I really want you to call. This is a lot of information to read. You're gonna call it one day, but it just won't be today. Okay, I'll read it. I'll read it. My mother was never given positive affirmations as a child from either parent. My dad continued to carry that baton, and those things were suppressed growing up in Jamaica. This caused my mother to continually tell us how much we were loved and how much God loved us. There was TV and that said, did you hug your child today? When that came, it came on daily at homework time, and her mother would stop and hug them. Each one of them. All 4 of them. But Dad didn't do it so much. But they got it from Mom. And how much of a difference did that make for you? How do you think that influenced you to be the adult you are today? These are the things now that when you reflect, you get to ask yourself, okay, how did that affect me? Can I improve on this for a child that is either in my care or that I'm exposed to or is exposed to me? Things that make you go, If children are not a part of your life, is there a way that you can make them a part of your life? Is there somewhere you can go and volunteer and start speaking this positive energy, these affirmations of life into these children? Maybe you'd be the only person doing it for them, this positive influence. One of the most valuable lessons affirmations offer is being comfortable at looking yourself in the mirror and learning positive self-talk. Many of us find it hard to look at our reflection without being critical, judgmental, or negative about ourselves. Affirmations are the most powerful are most powerful when we say words to ourselves while looking into the mirror. These positive words are literally building our own self-belief. Young children introduced to this concept feel more comfortable and far less confronted looking at themselves in the mirror. If you find that your children feel it difficult to look in the mirror to say their affirmations, it's best not to push them. Let them take their time. Let them ease them into it. Affirmations are still very effective by just reading the words out loud to yourself. Children that are visually impaired, that's a technique that they will use. They'll say the words out loud to themselves. But understand this, the more you say it, the more you believe it. And the more you believe it, the more you live it. Affirmations are also effective, or I should say even more effective, when they're repeated. And it's best to repeat an affirmation 3 times, saying the words louder and with more confidence each time. This now helps affirm the belief. You may like to work on one affirmation a day or one a week, whichever really works for you. And that is dependent on how confident your child is with each affirmation. If they seem to struggle with an affirmation, then you may want to continue working on that one a little bit longer. There's no one size fits all. You just kind of work with it. And distracted. Work with it and work to build it. And you'd be amazed at the results over time. So let's practice this real quick. Yeah, I'm actually going to ask you to do this. Let's say I'm a big deal. That's going to be what we'll all practice with right now. I'm going to say it 3 times. Ready? Each time we say it, we're going to say it with a little bit more confidence than the time before. So, I'm a big deal. That's 1. Ready? 2. I'm a big deal. Last one. 3. I am a big deal.
Smart it. I'm telling you, but just love yourself. Know what I mean? Value yourself, think highly of yourself. You know, you're very important. Hashtag, I'm a big deal.
It's on a Chris Martin. Do you see yourself like this? You feel it?
Deal. You're my friend, I'm a big deal. Yeah, we're kinda important. For real. Oh yeah, I'm a big deal. And my friends are some big deals. Very, very, very important. For real. This has nothing to do with money or fame or vanity. This one is all about self-worth. So big up your chest and stand proud and don't matter about nobody. No man no more than the man on this earth. So whether you walk or you a drive car, I tell if you're white or black like tar, me feel good in yourself, you're a star. Push up on the one and tell all the haters I'm a big deal. You're my friend, I'm a big deal. I'm if you tell you, yeah, we're kinda important. Okay. For real. Oh yeah, I'm a big deal. And my friends are some big deals. Okay. Very, very, very important. For real. It's like you have the Prime Minister, and then you have way. That are the order in a few country. Yes, that are the status of the hierarchy. Ask anybody about it. 4.0 and the great point average. And we never cheat or copy, forget it. You know you have your dreams and nobody can stop it. Just walk out, but some blank and say I'm a big deal. Very big deal. Friend, I'm a big deal. Okay now. Yeah, we're kinda important. Very for real. Oh yeah, I'm a big deal. And my friends are some big deals. Very big deal. Very, very, very important.
Some helpful tips real quick.
For real. This has nothing to do.
You could take a little time to discuss the affirmation and how your child feels about it. And perhaps even writing a list of their qualities to help boost their confidence and to help them recognize their values. Some children prefer to work on the affirmations on their own, and that's okay. Let them. It's important to show respect for your child and their feelings and not push them too hard if they're feeling uncomfortable. Positive affirmations should always be introduced in a fun and exciting way. Use them to help children be the best that they can be and to nurture happy and positive feelings. Never should affirmation cards be used as punishment. None. Never, ever, ever, ever. Don't use them in timeout. Don't use them in relation to any bad behavior. Because affirmations are a wonderful tool. It is important to not bring a negative tone to positive affirmations. It's really just self-destructive. It kills the affirmation. Go ahead and refresh to see if you can post. I don't know why that is happening. Just go ahead and refresh, see if you can post. Children using affirmations under the age of 5 or 6, when they're not yet reading, can be read the words by their parents, and then they can repeat it. And this works very well for affirmations, and affirmations used at this age create strong and healthy foundations. Children at 5 and 6 don't really read that well. I'm playing. Some of them do and some of them don't. But either way, even if they do it with them and create that bonding experience. And you can use I am a big deal as your starting point if it is something that you're not familiar with doing. If you're just starting out, go ahead and just say that. I am a big deal.
Smart it. I'm telling you, just love yourself. I mean, value yourself, think highly of yourself. You know, you're very important. Hashtag, I'm a big deal. VIP, you're my friend, I'm a VIP. VIP. Ask anybody about it. I'm a big deal. You're my friend, I'm a big deal. Yeah, we're kinda important. For real. Oh yeah, I'm a big deal. And my friends are some big deals. Very, very, very important. For real. This has nothing to do with money or fame or vanity. This one is all about self-worth. So big up your chest and stand proud and don't matter about nobody. No man no more than the man on this earth. So whether you walk or you a drive car, I tell if you're white or black like tar, me feel good in yourself, you're a star. Push up on the one and tell all the haters I'm a big deal. You're my friend, I'm a big deal. I'm if you tell you, yeah, we're kinda important. Okay. For real. Oh yeah, I'm a big deal. And my friends are some big deals. Okay. Very, very, very important. For real. It's like you have the Prime Minister, and then you have way. That are the order in a few country. Yes, that are the status of the hierarchy. Ask anybody about it. 4.0 and the great point average. And we never cheat or copy, forget it. You know you have your dreams and nobody can stop it. Just walk out, bust a blank and say I'm a big deal. Very big deal. Friend, I'm a big deal. Okay now. Yeah, we're kinda important. Very, for real. Oh yeah, I'm a big deal. And my friends are some big deals. Very big deal. Very, very, very important. For real. This has nothing to do with money or fame or vanity. This one is all about self-worth. So big up your chest and stand proud and don't matter about nobody. No man no more than no man on this earth. So whether you walk or you a drive car, I tell if you're white or black like tar, me feel good in yourself, you're a star. Push up on the one and tell all the haters I'm a big deal. You're my friend, I'm a big deal. Yeah, we're kinda important. For real. Oh yeah, I'm a big deal. And my friends are some big deals. Very, very, very important. For real.
I say, yo, despite all of the struggles you have faced, you know, that's all.
This is Dana Singleton.
Better days ahead, you see. Yeah, that. Even though life's rough, things tough.
The track is called Better Days Ahead. Before that, we heard from Christopher Martin. I'm a big deal.
Cause after the rain falls, the sun will shine again. Better days ahead. Better days ahead. Me get kicked out in the streets, I get teenager. Hungry, no food for eat, packing up no paper. The amount of studio me bleach, my rusty area. Brand new rhythm for release, get pen to paper. 2014, grab belly get bang up, so me start to camp up. Car wash, no play money inside up. Hustle to the hustle, what you know about struggle and survival. When stress reach, me smart weed and ease the pressure. Them see that's like life's rough, things tough, and times red. But don't you give up, fight the fight until the end. Cause after the rain falls, the sun must shine again. Better days ahead. Better days ahead. No fish to walk in my shoes, but them not really know. Struggles up, we'll fight up a true man, coulda dead enough. Never you lose faith, roll up your head enough. Put in the work and life, and no better rose. Give thanks, me tune and play on the radio. See me on the TV, we them want me living now. For me leave for the show, why the tears them from my eyes. And I have to see my dog crying. Even though life's rough, things tough, and times red. But don't you give up, fight the fight until the end. Cause after the rain falls, the sun will shine again. Better days ahead. Better days ahead. I mean, I say, regardless of all I go on, you know. Just look forward and see it. But you don't know a better days ahead. I'm just gonna put you in the work with self too. Make everything possible. All of my friends in my circle, all of my family them. Better days ahead, you know. Even though nights rough, things tough, and times red, don't you give up. Fight the fight until the end. After the rain falls, the sun will shine, shine. Better days ahead, better days ahead.
No matter what it is that you're going through, recognize that you're not at the end. There are better days yet to come. As we move into our musical therapy, deep into, or should I say, well into our musical therapy.
Wanting to take control, wanna give me lots, wanna give.
This segment of the show is brought to you courtesy of the Wake Up and Live show with Sir Rockwell.
I hear them talking about what the world has to.
Remember to catch him 7 a.m. tomorrow, Eastern time.
Too bad when it Marcus, Jesus and all of the prophets.
Around about 10:15, 10:20.
I'm not afraid.
A very special thing happens,
No,
if I may say so myself. It's called a drive-by. Yeah, I infiltrate the Rock the Box studio,
no, if them are coming.
and all kind of shenanigans go on. This is Etana. I am not afraid.
I see them coming after my soul, wanting to take control. Wanna give me lots, wanna give me bling, wanna give me all the material things. I hear them talking about what the world has to offer. Girl, what you doing? Don't you see what they have done? Too bad within Marcus, Jesus and all of the prophets. But I'm not afraid. No, I'm not afraid. No, I'm not afraid. No, if them are come, let them come, 'cause I'm protected by the Most High One. They don't mind when you fall behind and can't pay your bills on time. Prostituting or standing in a them government line. No, and they don't mind when you waste your time coming up with some stupid lines, influencing the youth them for snort a line and take a life. And they don't mind when you're locked up in jail, can't get no bail, sentence for life. I can't see your youth them strive. No, they don't mind. But I'm not afraid. No, I'm not afraid. No, I'm not afraid. No, if them are come, let them come, 'cause I'm protected by the Most High One.
Somebody's wondering how am I still standing with all my years of fighting? How can I keep smiling? But make no mistake, all my dark days was just the making of a legend. Yeah, now.
This is the sound of Crescenti.
But the heart of a champion, never underestimate just chosen. I was made with the heart of a champion, never underestimate your strength. The silver line behind the dark clouds. Yeah, yes I believe it, and that's no doubt. Treading a road which I'm blessing as my soul. Sing it aloud, in other words, pass me so was made with the heart of a champion. Never underestimate just chosen. I was born with the heart of a champion. Never underestimate just strength. I was made with the heart of a champion. Never underestimate just chosen. I was made with the heart of a champion. Never underestimate just love. In case somebody's wondering, how am I still standing? From all my years of fighting, I cannot keep smiling. But make no mistake, all my dark days was just the making of a legend. Yeah, now I was made with a heart of a champion. Never underestimate just love. I was born with a heart of a champion. Never underestimate just love.
But it's a journey. I can't if you're not careful. You'll be in the world and lose the soul you have. Here is knowledge. Into the world, but take it off. You never know what you got till you lose what you got. It's not a murder. Tell them it's a journey all the time. If you're not careful, you'll be in this world and lose the soul you have. Here is knowledge.
The son of Mark Myrie, aka Bujo.
Lose what you got. Hey, I feel as if
life is a journey.
Balance no gravity. How can I save myself from this calamity? Open my eyes around a different enemy. People of different motives and quality. Pulling for power while I pull for sanity. To conquer fears and calm all anxiety. I see my people suffer every day all around me. Many fell victims where they are lonely. I see this one from my homies, the ones who know me, who grow me, who show me, bunch of and surely. Learn my mathematics on the skillful Tony, who also with born street smart and show me English grammar, how to misroll me. Selassie I can't make me clear the glory. There is hope for every man surely. There is hope for every man surely. It's not a burden. No one tell the world it is a job if you're not careful. You gain this world and lose the soul you have. Here is knowledge. Let those in the world but take it off. You never know what you got till you lose what you got. It's not a burden. Oh my friend, it is a job if you're not careful. You gain this world and lose the soul you have. Here is knowledge. Let those in the world but take it off. You never know what you got till you lose what you got. I show the sun shines. I'm keeping what's mine. The time, the sign, children having babies, demoralizing the ladies, the rise of pagan churches, shades and psychics, white and black magic. All disguised in clever logics shall be tragic. Upon false prophet who rise and lie, and Mother Teresa cry as peacemaker die, and Clinton testify. Reservoirs run dry, the ozone layer die, and we don't know why. Ooh, life is not a burden. Tell them it's a journey. I tried if you're not careful. You play this world and lose the soul you have. Here is knowledge. Let those in the world want to take it off. You never know what you got till you lose what you got. It's not a burden. No, no, no. It is a trial if you're not careful. You play this world and lose the soul you have. Here is knowledge. Let those in the world want to take it off. You never know what you got till you lose what you got. Wars cannot help us to better ourselves. Inside every man there is a hidden well. Every man wants to
Life is a journey. Can you imagine if we equip our children with the right tools to go through this journey? How much better off they would be in the end?
It's not a burden, no, it is a journey. I tell you if you're not careful, you'll gain this world and lose the soul you have. Here is knowledge. Let those in the world but they get off. You never know what you got till you lose what you got. Is too much, is too much, is too much, is too much.
20 minutes before we get out of here, it's our musical therapy.
Live it up, no man, live it up, no man, live it up, no.
This is the sound of Annette Brissett. A track called Lift Our Head.
I went back home through my neighborhood in a jail, and on my old block is where I found a couple of hydrants on a wall. They shouted out, oh come ya naughty dread, they stated. Some was stretching, some was bawling out and loudly. Babylon always trying to control our tempo. Babylon always trying to keep us under. So I try to give them strength. I try to give them strength when I say, don't you worry about a thing. Just to lift your head up and rise against the pressure. Can't you see what I want out there? Disaster after disaster. What more can I say? What more can I do? I wonder who the hell they think they are fooling. Where were they long time ago when prophecy was revealing? High cost of living, low minimum wages. Right now my children are suffer. Head up and right.
Thank you very much, hashtag happy.
Just hold your head up high. Hold your head up high. And all you see I want out there, listen, is disaster after disaster. Ooh, cha-cha. My words, my music, this is my song. Oh, yeah. Lift your head up and rise against the pressure. Just hold your head up high to the sky. I try to give them strength. This is my song to you and you.
My life is brilliant.
Oh, Kevin is so good.
I saw an angel. She smiled at me on the subway.
This is the sound of Cesar.
But I won't lose no sleep on that, 'cause I got a plan. You're beautiful.
His rendition of the track, Beautiful.
You're beautiful, it's true. I saw your face in a crowded plane, and I don't know what to do, 'cause I'll never be with you.
And the downs you can count on me if ever you're.
This is the sound of J. Will and the Raps and Kush Band.
I will be there for you, yeah. You can count on me when the chips are down. You can count on me when skies look gray, yeah. And girl, I want you to know that you're my best friend, and no tide could ever drift me away.
15 minutes to the top of the hour.
Girl, I promise I will be there for you through the ups and the downs. You can count on me. If ever you're feeling lonely, I will be there for you, yeah, for you, for you, yeah. Loving you is a pleasure for me, baby, believe me. Just the person you are, you're making it easy. I'm gonna be there for you, baby, believe me. I'm open like a book so you can read it. And I promise I will be there for
You know, there are not many promises that I make, because I truly believe that if you make a promise, you have to keep it.
If ever you're feeling lonely,
I'll make you this promise.
I will be there.
I will do everything in my power to continue bringing you good programming. How about that?
Girl, I promise I will be there for you through the ups and the downs. You can count on me. If ever you're feeling lonely, I will be there for you, yeah, for you, baby. Oh Lord, it's hard to be humble.
New music coming at you. This is the sound of Hezron. The track is called One Time Gone.
Hey, look, me put down me old gangster ways. Take up the Bible, put down the hard ways. God from Rasta and pagan ways. Out of nowhere, this boy misbehave. See me and me woman and a passing place. Lord of mercy, come take this case. Every time you come here, leave in a haze. So what you did there before me change my name, as if I did one time gone. He wouldn't be so pretty at all. He wouldn't be so pretty at all. Lord of mercy, one.
Prayer changes things, you know. If it was one time gone, it wouldn't be so pretty at all.
Tell them to leave her alone, oh boy. Tell them to trouble me now, no. Tell them to not trouble me now, no. Tell them to not trouble me now, no. Tell them to not, cause if I did one time gone, it wouldn't be so pretty at all. It wouldn't be so pretty at all. Lord of mercy, one time gone, it wouldn't be so pretty at all. It wouldn't be so pretty at all.
Come with the fire, the city burning down. We just turn it up higher and keep it burning. It a burn like a tire, me have a burning
This is Coffee.
None can out my flame. No, it can't quench, can't cool, can't tame. Since the devil don't like it,
as we wind down,
just give him the fire and make it burning. Coffee on the street and tapping at the heat. Jeans, pants and cracks, no socks up on me feet. Knapsack when me a beat, well pack up on the neat. Stay woke, no sleep, me no little go keep. Money for me mind, but me never have a kind. Now cause me just a hustle for the pretty dollar sign. I never know fun time, life rough sometime. But me know me and me.
Let's call it fun time, eh?
That's why me come with the fire, the city.
Last 10 minutes.
I turn it up higher and keep it burning. It a burn like a tire.
I know you should be going to bed, but
and if my try for retire, I leave them yearning. None can out my flame. No, it can't quench, can't cool, can't tame. Since the devil don't like it himself, it turn it down. So me just give him the fire, I'll make it burning.
This one goes out to my queens, you know what I mean.
Treat
me like a queen. Parfait-moi comme ça, chérie. If you're gonna love me how you love me, boy, just make sure you love me right.
This is La Vie.
Because I am a queen, a queen.
I know you haven't heard this one in a while.
Chérie, if you're gonna love me how you love me, boy, just make sure you love me right. I'm not the kind of girl you can win in one night. Fool me with your lies, oh no. I'm not that type of girl. I'm not the one you call 3 a.m. in the morning just because you're lonely, oh no. Baby, you know I ain't in no rush, let's take it slow. If you can't wait, then boy you got to go. Dealing with me, there's one thing you need to know. Ain't in no rush, let's take it slow. If you can't wait, then boy you got to go. Dealing with me, there's one thing you need to know. You gotta treat me like a queen, a queen. Parfait-moi comme ça, chérie. If you're gonna love me how you love me, boy, just make sure you love me right.
Girl, you're always in my mind. I talk about you every time. 'Cause all I want to do is to keep on loving you. And I don't care what no one says, I'm gonna love you and it.
This is Keva's.
Never had enough of your sweet.
A track called Girl of My Dreams.
If you should go away and leave me, I know I could not make it alone, oh baby. So baby, please stay here beside me. Let's live together forever and build our happy home. Baby, you're the girl of my dreams. You are the only one for me, and I'll always love you. Girl, you are so special to me. Yes, I really love you, and I know you love me too. Ooh, yeah. Baby, you're the one I'm dreaming of. To you I wanna give my love until the end of time. 'Cause I want you to be mine. Baby, please don't leave me now. To you this day I make a vow, I will love you till the end. 'Cause you're my lover and my friend. If you should go away and leave me, I know I could not make it alone, oh baby. So baby, please stay here beside me. Let's live together forever and build our happy home. Baby, you're the girl of my dreams. You are the only one for me, and I'll always love you. Girl, you are so special to me. Yes, I really love you, and I know you love me.
you're very welcome. You know, this is how I like to do it. To you, for you, and with you. I want to thank you all once again for tuning in. This is on a Tony Gold, a track called Once. This is my wrap up for the night shift week. I want to encourage you to do something good for your neighbors today. And your neighbors aren't just the people that live in your development, but your community really extends far and wide. So neighbors are anybody that you pass on the bus, on the plane, on the boat, on the train, whether you walk, ride, or drive. Go ahead and do something good for one of them, because you can never be too sure when one of them is going to do something good for you. Of course, I want to encourage you to be good, but if you can't be good at it. I come back on Monday with community and finance, all being well, God willing. It's always been me and you, but you said I broke your heart more than once. And you said this is overdue, and I will never find another like you. You're right, it's always been you. And you said this is more than once.
Love I can feel, love I can feel. You know it's real.
Yeah, you know it's real.
I want a love I can feel. That's the only kind of love I think is real. Don't want to be going back something.
Remember this weekend on Saturday, VP Showcase, the 3 S's. Shauna Dazzle, Shanna Lee, Sasha Dias.
In the rain is always sunshine.
You don't want to miss it.
A love that will keep me warm when it's cold. That kind of a loving that will never grow. Don't you know I wanna love? Don't you know I wanna love? Don't you know I wanna love? Oh, I feel the ocean breeze, the sand on my feet. Love is in the air. You're my vacation deal, my secret beach. Nothing can compare. Ooh, your love is like a sweet reggae song. Come make we strong tonight. Oh, the DJ's playing our favorite song. Play till the morning light. Oh, oh, baby.
Listen, this is Joanna Marie, and it's all about DJ Kevin Stew on the night shift. You feel for some stew? Check out Kevin Stew. Way down tight, from within the dim lights cast, 2 silhouettes in the shade.
Come get your stew.
Couple, they made silhouettes, silhouettes, silhouettes.
Joanna Marie's Stalker tune.
Silhouette, 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 silhouette. Put her arms around your waist, held you tight. Kisses I could almost taste in the night. Wondering why I'm not the one whose silhouette's on the shade. I couldn't hide the tears in my eyes. Silhouette, silhouette, silhouette. Oh, silhouette, 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 silhouette. Oh, gonna lay it on, bright and early.
Yeah, I gotta go.
It's on,
My time is up.
and I know that you're ready.
Thank you all. Good night, good morning, good day, wherever you are in the world. Peace and love. I'm out.
I miss a hush, darling. Hush, even if it hurts to cry. Hush, darling. Hush, 'cause I'm not gonna tell you why. Hush, darling. Hush, 'cause after the storm there'll be a calm. Yeah. And I will keep you warm.
When being in the moment is priceless, consider the ability to share that moment. If you can video it, you can broadcast it. And Pulse E-Media Group has the tools you need. Weddings, birthdays, funerals, graduations, church services, parties, seminars, you name it. Pulse E-Media Group can provide you with a secure medium controlled by you to broadcast your event. Contact us at www.pulseemediagroup.com for more information. Pulse E-Media Group, when being in the moment is priceless.